everybody. I don't know why I don't have my stuff on here. Let me get all this cut on for y'all, good folks. We got to get all our lighting cut on. I'm just excited about today because today we are doing another date night. We are in Africa again this week. So I wanted to do some African recipes just because I was just feeling like I needed to touch that side of me. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't know, I am half Nigerian. Okay, my father is from Nigeria, and my mom is American. Okay, and so I have never been to Nigeria. I never even met my father, honestly. And but I feel like sometimes I need to feel a little bit closer to a side that I really don't know. So we're gonna be doing some African recipes here today. And in this video, what I'm gonna be doing is 2 desserts. They're both going to be containing peanuts. So if you have a peanut allergy, this is not for you. I'm sorry. You can make the sugar cookie and then not add the peanuts at the end, and then it will be great. You can just do that. But if you are allergic to peanuts, if you don't like peanuts, this video is not going to be for you. Okay, because we're going to be doing some Nkate, which is a Ghanaian peanut candy, and then we're going to be making some, let's get this right here, some Centimes. Some Centimes. So Centimes are a Senegal cookie. And the history of this cookie is that you can buy this cookie in most places in Senegal for about 5 cents. It resembles a French coin. And if you didn't know, the French, would the word be conquered Senegal? And so a lot of the influence in Senegalese cuisines, you will see French influence. And it's like a lot of the African things, I think. A lot of the African countries have a lot of French influence because the French went over and dominated. Okay, so what we're going to be making here in this video is the cookie. Now, again, I'm going to try to pronounce it. Centimes. Centimes. And these are basically just a sugar cookie with peanut butter and peanuts on top. So you see why I'm going with this one today. Is easy, and it's going to be good because we like peanut butter and we love us some sugar cookies. So we're going to make a soft sugar cookie, and on top of that, you're going to rub on some peanut butter, spread on, not rub, because rub you would be like doing an album like that, you know, you'd be like, yeah. But we're going to spread on some peanut butter, and I bought some natural creamy peanut butter because I'm also going to be using this in a recipe that I'm going to be making, some African peanut chicken stew. That is going to be good. So that's why I said, if you can't deal with the peanuts, y'all, you got, this ain't it. Okay, so let's get to making this cookie. So first you're going to need 1 stick of butter, room temp. You need 1 egg. Okay, let's get this out of my way. All right, so you also need 3/4 cup of sugar. 3/4 cup. Let me make sure this is what it is. Three-fourths cup. You need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm gonna put the rest of that in there because it ain't wholly none in there. That would make no sense. Okay, so I thought that was about a teaspoon. All right, y'all. Then we're going to blend this together. Okay, now you're going to need 1 1/4 cup of flour. We're going to sift this in. So I'm going to get my 1 cup here. And 1/4. Okay, let's see here. My salt, you need a pinch of salt. About a 1/4 teaspoon. And you need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, now you want to sift this in. And then you're going to need some parchment lined baking trays, and you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Okay. Why did I just do that? And I saw that it was actually a grain still in there. That's why you sift. I don't know what I was thinking right there. Yep, it was a grain. All right, now you want to mix this together. All right, so I'm gonna scrape it all together here. I think it looks pretty mixed up. Let's grab our tray. All right, now I'm going to scoop on my cookies here. I might do 2 scoops per cookie. All right, place these in the oven. Okay, so next we're gonna make some Nkate. And you're gonna need 1 cup of sugar and nothing else. You wanna make sure your pan is dry, that you ain't got nothing going on here. And this pan that I have here, I have to have the heat up a little bit higher for it because it has a copper bottom. So once the heat it heats up, I'm gonna turn it down. But you want that over a low heat. And then you're gonna need about 2 cups of peanuts. And since I didn't want to roast my own, I did buy some dry roasted. These should still be good. And you're gonna need 2 cups. So I wasn't gonna put it in my NutriBlender, but I didn't want it that blended. So what I'm gonna do is put this in a bag, and then I'm gonna beat it with my little hammer and break up the pieces so that I have some good sized pieces here. And then you're also gonna need some of these peanuts for those cookies that we got in the oven, okay? So let's pour in some of our peanuts. And we're gonna need about 2 cups of chopped or broken up peanuts, crushed peanuts. Okay, and then we got our caramel going here. There was no exact temperature on what that caramel should be, but I do have my thermometer in there, and I'm gonna try to find that out for y'all. So this is the first time I've ever made caramel. Well, the second, because the first time was for my flan, and that I hope will be a success. The first time it was a success. Well, the first time it wasn't a success, but when I made it for the flan, it was. So that's what I mean. But okay, so I'm gonna let this go, and then I'm gonna beat these cookies. These can be not cookies, these peanuts. Girl, what is going on with your brain? I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been reading and doing research on areas around St. Louis and the vicinities, and doing these videos for TikTok. Y'all got to check out my TikTok as the garden turns STL. And I've been doing a lot of history on the area in which I live. And so I have a lot of stuff going on in my head. And I'm still trying to do my videos with my cooking because I love to cook. And so, yeah, when I be misspeaking, I be having what's in mind that I want to say, if you know what I'm saying. I say that on purpose like that, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to beat these peanuts to my likeness, and I'm going to let this start heating up, and then I will see you guys in a second. All right, so you can see that it is starting to caramelize here, and I've turned it down, and all my sugar is not yet melted. So I'm going to let this go for a little bit longer, and then I have my crushed peanuts here as well, and we're just waiting on our caramel here. Okay, so as you can see, it has melted down to a caramel sauce here, and I'm reading about 260, okay? Next, I'm going to take about a tablespoon of butter and mix that in. Okay. Get that mixed in. And then I'm going to turn off my heat here and stir in a couple tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. Letting this cool down. Calm down, not cool down, but calm down. Get that stirred in. Let me show you what it looks like up close, and I'm gonna get this stirred in a little bit better. All right, so this has come together well. So now I want to add a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Just gonna sizzle. I'm gonna stir that in. And then next we're gonna be adding our peanuts here. I'm gonna make sure I got that stirred in completely. Next, let's add our nuts. Let's stir this first. All right, next, let's get our parchment lined baking tray. Okay, now we're gonna shape this bad boy. Seeing them do is put another piece of parchment paper on top and then roll it down with my rolling pin, and that's what I'm going to try to do here. Push it down too with your hand. And this is Nkate Ghanaian peanut candy. Okay, so I have shaped this. All right, I'm just gonna try to make it a nice square. And flatten it out. Okay, now before this gets completely hard, I'm gonna cut. So I think I'm going to cut across like that. All right, I'm going to turn this. Okay, let's see if we can start breaking it apart there. Okay, y'all, here are the finished Nkate, which is Ghanaian peanut candy. These look so good. My husband is just walking in as well. He's just getting off from work. And then here are the finished sugar cookies. So these are the Senegal cookie called Centimes. Centimes. Oh, this is real peanut butter. So you're gonna need some peanut butter. Babe, you in here? And I'm gonna get this mixed up so we can spread it on our cookies. Okay, so now I'm going to spread peanut butter on the tops of my cookies here. I see that natural peanut butter is thinner. All right, so I got my cookies with the peanut butter, and then now you want to add some peanut decorations to the top. This is just some roasted peanuts. All right, y'all, here are my finished Nkate cakes, which are Ghanaian peanut candies. It's good. And then our Centimes, which are sugar cookies from Senegal with peanut butter and peanuts. All right, this is what we are having for our date night in Africa dessert. What do you have? Did you want to try a little bit of this? I bet this one.
I would definitely try it. Okay, so it's what's the candy boy that's got the peanuts on the outside and nougat in the middle?
Payday.
Is it Payday or Almond Joy?
Payday.
Payday. Okay. Payday meets Chico Stick meets good quality granola bar.
And caramel chew.
Yeah, with caramel in the middle. A little brown sugar on the back of the tongue.
That's good.
At the end.
Okay.
I know this
is
healthy
from
for
Ghana.
You. All right. West Africa.
You got to try these Nkates. These are called Nkates.
And energy.
All right, y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Date night desserts in Africa.
Okay, guys. So, we're going to get started here. So, I got my rubber gloves on.
And he is making African peanut chicken stew.
Yep, I'm going to get it started. I'm going to get everything sauteed. So, I got these chicken thighs, right? These are skinless. I mean, these are boneless, right?
Nope.
No, these are bone-in. The whole ones. That's right. Okay, so bone-in, skinned chicken thighs is what you need. All right, so I'm going to put fresh cracked black pepper. Okay. Garlic powder. Just basic seasoning. I'm going to grill them over here in this pan. I got it heating up. We want to sear them, right? Get them nice and little crispy sear on it.
Nice sear on both sides.
Okay. And salt. Salt. Okay. Salt, pepper, and garlic powder. All right. Flip it. I put garlic powder on the other side.
You did what?
I was thinking if I put garlic powder on the other side. I don't think I did. All right, a little bit of that. Okay, so put some oil in this pan. About 4 tablespoons. Oh, I always do that.
What?
And I ain't even turned it up that high that time.
I told you it was on there for a long time, so we're gonna do that.
Yeah, but I turned it. We turned it down, didn't we?
I remember it was on there for a long time.
Man, I don't like this pan.
I love it.
You got to get the temperature on it right. All right, so I'm putting them in because I want them seared. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that ain't bad. Okay. Put the skin side down. Gotta watch them. Don't let them scorch. All right. Getting rid of the dirty gloves. All right, now I got my vegetables. Oh yeah, I know. I'm just telling you what I got.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I got my red peppers, and these are this is 1 red pepper, julienne, in the strips, cut in the strips, and 1 onion, cut into strips, 1 small onion. So let's clear this and see what it look like. Yeah, it's good, man.
I was being bossy, but he wasn't planning on cooking it, and he just at the last minute decided to do it. So I'm just telling him how it's going.
Instructions.
Yeah.
And I'm obedient to the instructions. Like Martin used to say, my obedient assistant. Kenji!
You know you can chicken cookies, don't you?
Huh? Say what?
You like chicken cookies?
Yeah. Okay, so that's getting a nice sear on it. I'm gonna let it leave it alone and give it. I want it a little bit crispier and a little bit browner. So we're gonna get that seared off, right? And then we're gonna come right back. All right, we got the chicken seared, and we got some couscous. This is instant couscous that we put on, and it's just basically put some water in it, like a cup and a half of water, and just let it come to a boil, and then you just steam it like regular instant rice. And so the chicken is done. So I'm gonna move them over to the side, and we're gonna. Oh, you gotta take them out. Okay, so here I just replace it with the vegetables, right, and put the chicken here. Got that seared. All right. Watch that. I took it off the fire, but that's just got to steam. Trusty can opener. Gonna open this so you dump it all in.
Yes.
All right. 1 can diced tomato. Oh no, it's tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce. Hit that over there. Yeah, and then cut it back.
Okay. Tomato sauce in, and then you said how much peanut butter?
You don't put that in yet.
Oh, okay.
So you let that break down. So this is gonna go for a while here.
All
so
right.
the meat, the peppers and the onions start to break down. Then we're gonna add the chicken back in, let it saute a little longer, and then we add the peanut butter at the end.
Okay. And the couscous is going.
Yes.
All right. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna put my bouillon. Now we got our onions and peppers in the 1 can tomato sauce.
Bouillon, you need 1 teaspoon of tomato.
All right, this is a half teaspoon, so I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon. No, 3 teaspoons of the tablespoon. So I'm gonna do 3 of the teaspoons.
You need 1.
I thought you said 1 tablespoon.
1 teaspoon of bouillon.
Oh, 1 teaspoon. Oh, okay, okay.
All right. And then you also need, put about a cup of this bouillon, the chicken stock.
About 1 cup.
Yeah.
About 1 cup would be about like that. All right. Turn this up. Let this get the rolling boil, and then
you're gonna add that chicken back so it can get cooked the rest of the way.
And okay. All right, getting there. Okay, so we got this to a rolling boil.
It smells good in here.
Oh, it smells so sweet and tomatoey and that onion and that pepper all together. Oh. So we're going to put the seared chicken back in. Man, this going to be good, I bet.
And then where you get this?
Oh, I got this from Low Carb Africa.
Low Carb Africa. You remember that I was going to look it up. Yes, Low Carb Africa.
Seems like a good, wholesome, hearty meal. Okay, so I'm going to even put that juice in there. That chicken juice. Got all the seasoning. Yeah, it's got the seasoning and the olive oil all in it. Now I'm going to do some more black pepper. And I ain't going to do no more salt because we got chicken stock. We got, yeah, it's a lot of salt in there already. So, yeah, that's going good.
And then lastly, all you got to do now is add this peanut butter. And you want to use natural peanut butter, no sugar added.
Turn that down to a little bit of a medium. You said,
once this, chicken
okay, so I'm gonna let the chicken cook a little bit more and then we'll get to the next step. Okay, so the chicken is probably about 90% cooked through. And the peppers and everything are soft and the sauce is good. And so go ahead and add the peanut butter. 1/2 cup, you said? You said 1/2 cup?
A half cup.
1/2 cup, okay. So this is a 1/4 cup. I'll do. No, a half of a cup.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a 1/4 of a cup. I'm gonna do 2 of these.
And that's all natural, no sugar added peanut butter.
Yeah, just ground peanuts. Man, it's nice and warm, so it pours right in the measuring cup. Ah, man, finally the weekend. 50 hours in 4 days this week. Hope everybody's doing well out there. All right, got the peanut butter in. That's good. All right, so we're gonna let get this mixed in, and I'm gonna let this put this on the simmer mode. Try to turn it down a little lower, and just let that simmer. All right.
Okay, it's on.
All right. Look at this. It's coming together. It ain't sticking. It ain't doing none of that. It's marinating. I would call it a macerating. It's coming all together. So we're gonna cover it with our top to go to this, and that's gonna be ready in a few minutes.
Yes, we're gonna be eating dinner. Ooh, and I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And how the couscous?
Oh, that should be steamed. That should be ready. That's instant.
All we gotta do is fluff it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just keep
So
it hot.
that's cool.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
instant. All right, and then we got that bread in there.
Yeah, let me grab it out. Okay. All right, y'all. So it is Saturday, about 3:40. We are going out on a little drive before we have our date night. But we are doing date night in Africa today. But that is a beautiful place over there. I always thought that. This is Blow. I don't know if it's Blow Elementary. I don't know what this is now. It looked like it ain't open. Blow School, but I don't know. It used to be elementary, right?
Yeah, middle school.
So this is Blow is named from the Susan Blow, but the Blow family has a wonderful history here in Carondelet, and that is what we're driving through now because we are currently on our way to Sugarloaf Mound, the last native mound that is here in St. Louis. And they just recently handed Sugarloaf Mound back over to the Osage tribe here in St. Louis. But I was talking about the Blow family, but we're going to give y'all a little history on the Sugarloaf Mound before we get there, okay? So what street are we currently on here?
Loughborough.
We are currently on Loughborough.
Going east toward the river.
And the Sugarloaf Mound is located off of South Broadway and 55, okay? And let me tell you a little bit about it. Sugarloaf Mound is the last remaining Native American mound in St. Louis. At one time, St. Louis was called Mound City, and it was because there were over 400 mounds, which were all built by Native people all around the area. Okay? And what's sad is that all of those, they said when the French began construction on what would become St. Louis, in about 1875, by 1875, all the mounds were gone. When they began construction, but by 1875, they were all gone. And the last one that was left is the one that sit up here off the highway. And it's called Sugarloaf Mound. And it's called that because they said that it looked like the mound of sugar when it came through on the trains. So a mound of sugar, and so they named it. And this wasn't the native; this was the French or whoever was occupying the area named it that.
Portuguese or French, they both at one time.
Yeah, and then most of the people that lived here in Carondelet were German. This was like a German community. But at one time, the sad thing about Sugarloaf Mound is they, in about, let me see here, 1928, they built a house on top of this mound. And I think they're thinking that there are bodies buried inside of the mound because a lot of the mounds contain bodies.
Burial.
And they were burial.
Oh,
yeah.
that burned down?
Oh, wow. Y'all, this is crazy. We used to live over this way. We owned a house over here.
The whole 7-Eleven burned down.
Yeah.
We saw this neighborhood kind
of. But I remember that house sitting off the side of the highway because people told me that there was a native mound that was right there. But they tore that house down, and now the only thing that's sitting there is the mound, and they've given it back to the natives. So Sugarloaf Mound is where we're headed now, and it is the last mound out of all 400 plus that is left in the former Mound City that is now St. Louis. So yeah, it's got a lot of messed up stuff that has happened
when
here.
they called, I think that was Cahokia when they called it Mound City.
You ain't going fast enough for him, apparently.
Man, I'm on scenic.
Yeah, we shouldn't be though.
I'm on scenic time.
He's always on scenic time, yeah. But that's good, because you don't want to rush life like he doing. Look, I don't know what he doing. He just like going back and forth and doing everything.
Yeah.
But this is Broadway, and this is that's the drive that we normally have. So once we start getting closer to the Sugar Mound, I will let you guys see where it is and see what it looked like. I don't know if they've closed off the street, but the old address was 4420 Ohio. So you can see the river down there. But yeah, this is South Broadway. Yep.
River Walk or whatever it is.
Okay, so we are on Broadway, and it is up. The mound is located once you get up by the highway. You were saying no, it's on the right. You were saying what?
So like when I was about 8, I remember like we used to travel in cabs a lot, you know, and McLeod cab. I think it was. I don't know if it was always based on Vanderbilt because they would be like Mound City Dispatch. They would still call it that. So they probably was talking about St. Louis. Yeah, it was on Vanderbilt.
Right.
And they called it Mound City Dispatch.
Because St. Louis was Mound City.
Mound City. The Mississippians, right? The Mississippian.
The Mississippians, the Osage. It was a lot.
Right.
Of natives that lived here. And they lived in unison. They said they were like they were advanced for their time, which is, you know, that's cool. So you could probably look over the river right there.
See, it had a gate right by the river's edge.
And another interesting thing about this mound is that they used this at one point for measurement. That's how accurate these people built their stuff. When they were like measuring for land, you know, to lay housing and all of that out. In the highways, they use this mound. It is up here, so you should be able to turn up here. Now,
where's the street at?
it should be right here. Turn on this street right here.
They coming this way.
Take that down.
That's a little private community down here.
Right.
Is this a nursing home? Oh, that's is it?
No, that's somebody's house, I think.
Livingston Homes? No, them little condos.
You see, this is Ohio, right? And the address is 4420 Ohio.
Never been down this street.
Yeah. And you should be able to see the mound. And it's the last one. I keep saying it just because I think that's sad.
Huh.
4420. Ooh, yeah. This is private property. You don't want to go on there. We ain't going to go on it, but you should be able to see it. And like I said, they just gave it back.
If they have it as a national park, maybe you can go in there.
I don't know what the Osage people are going to do with it.
Oh, yeah, because they might be like, it's sacred.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they say they think it's bodies buried in there.
Right. So that's a sacred thing.
That's a very sacred thing.
Right. A burial
and I just think that's sad that they had a house built on top of this. And it's, you know, and this is it up here. As you can see. Can you see? This is it right here. And they have given it back to them. This is it right here.
Huh.
You can see the mound. You see it?
What does it say there?
No trespassing.
No, I'm saying it's got some kind of emblem, like
the native emblem.
Oh, the crest of the Osage.
Yeah. Wow, that is so neat. They took this back, baby.
That's wonderful.
And they were saying that you could see it's different levels on here, and you can see that.
Like a step pyramid.
Yes, because you can see the one level here where the driveway goes up, and then the next level is up at the top where all of the foliage is growing up there. But this is Sugarloaf Mound. I think they got this property too. But this is what's down Ohio. We're going to go down and let y'all see what else is down here. But that is a mound, sacred mound, that they had a house built on top of. And then these are all condemned. But you can see that this is mounded. You see it? Yeah. That's the bottom level of it. So if you've been to Monk's Mound, let me get out here so you can kind of see here. You can see the levels on this thing. Monk's Mound, you can walk up. Okay, so let me get out just so I can show y'all from our viewpoint that you can see that this is two levels up here. Okay, let me get out. Okay, so from this viewpoint, you can see that this is one mound right here. You see that one mound right here? That's one step. And then the next one goes up there. Do you see it? So, yeah, there may be bodies buried here. Native people. That's a part of St. Louis history.
These tracks go back like
since before all of it,
years
before all of us.
Yeah, like,
and it's just
2,000 years, almost halfway back to Jesus' time.
That's cool that they got this back though. But yeah, that's a part of St. Louis history that everybody should know.
Wonderful.
Right. All right, y'all. Like, share, and
subscribe.
All right, let's serve it up.
So I fluffed up the couscous.
So the couscous got fluffed.
There's something right there, Max. It's
see
right
here.
there. Look.
Big scoop of this.
You not gonna eat it?
Right in.
Yeah, you can eat it, man. Okay. Day night in Africa.
West Africa. The motherland.
Turn it off.
All right.
This is peanuts. What is this?
It's
African
peanut tomato
peanut stew.
Yes. Okay, so then get some of the good stuff on top of there. It's the peanut tomato pepper sauce. Look at that.
What?
That's like a curry.
It look good.
Yeah. The curry without the curry in it. Man, that's
so I'm gonna need a little bit more sauce.
Oh yeah, we got to do a little more sauce. Let me sprinkle this thing. I don't know where he is. Sprinkle it.
Okay, thank you.
Sprinkle it.
That's all I'm saying. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I can smell that sauce.
Yeah, but that's good. That's good.
Okay.
All right.
Everything oven in the bread.
Yeah, so this is what we're having for dinner tonight for our date night in Africa.
Cut the bread.
And then I was going to make some bread, but I'm good because I made bread yesterday and I'm making bread tomorrow. So you want to join me tomorrow because we're going to be doing a Mongolian beef, I think it's called.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Mongolian beef in the slow cooker roast. It's going to be good. And then for dessert today, we got our peanut butter cookies, which are called, I can't remember the name of these.
I definitely can't.
Centimes, and then the peanut butter Ghanaian candy. This stuff is delicious. It is called Nkate cake.
It's like a mix between a Chico stick and a what's that candy with the peanuts on it and the nougat in it? A payday. It's like a payday, a Chico stick, and a good granola bar.
And then we just gonna have this bread out here yesterday, and this is what we're gonna be having for day night dinner, y'all. So I hope you join me tomorrow for the slow cooker night, and then also what we're gonna be doing tomorrow is we're gonna be going to Castle Point. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same bad time, same bat channel.
All right, y'all.